Exclamation, everybody, and welcome to a moment of Zen, if you will. a little bit of philosophy for the masses here. There comes a time in your life when you encounter mashups of various degrees. Both bad mashups, like we'll say truck nuts and bleach pneumonia and foam fingers and Miley Cyrus. And then there's good mashups, peanut butter and jelly, beautiful women wearing your dress shirts, and I have discovered yet another mashup to put on that list. Quite possibly the best mashup I've ever seen in all my years. Robot, roller derby, disco, dodgeball. And that, my friends, is what you're seeing on your screen as I roll around here. I'll swear that when I saw this little nugget, this great little game, pop into my RSS feed while at work, during lunch, I very nearly shed a tear of joy because I knew that this would be a whole heck of a lot of fun, and thankfully I have not been disappointed. As you can see, it's a little game, still in beta. Very cheap. I picked it up for $5 on their website. They have a Humble Bundle widget there. And so far, I've played a few games off camera, and I'm sort of coming in the middle of some of my racing around here. And all I can say is that, after a long day of work or school or what have you, it feels damn good to just sit down and just run around in here at top speed, just trying to play some dodgeball. It's actually very satisfying. I mean, very basic. You wouldn't think, there's not much to it, but actually it's just, even given that, it's a heck of a lot of fun right now. The music is terrific. It's half the experience in this case. And there are several different modes. Right now we're playing the deathmatch mode. And after this match is up, I'm going to try and fire up a few of the other modes. There's about 4 or 5 of them. I think there's a score-based one, and an elimination one, and obviously deathmatch. And then there's also sort of a soccer-themed one where you have goal scoring you have to do. I played one of those the other day. Unfortunately, there's not, I believe there's only 3 players actually online right now. The rest are just bots. So it's kind of hard to get players into those games right now, since there's still a relatively unknown game. Hopefully we can change that a little bit once you see how tremendous this is. Tremendous amount of fun this is. Of course, as usual, I suck incredibly here. I don't think I've hit anybody yet, let alone the broadside of a barn here. But at least I'm giving the other team a bunch of points. I did do a little test recording earlier. Apologies on the slight black bar around the edges. That is I'm actually seeing that in game in the window as well. So Even though I have it set to 720p, it's not quite 720p, even on the screen. So that explains that part. Oh, let's see. Man, this is just so much fun, and the music, again, I'm loving the music. It's sort of a, well, it's definitely a chip tune, but it's also has sort of that upbeat disco-y feel. So, and all the lights here. All right, so let's see if we can fire up another match here. We'll try creating one. There's, as you can see, there's nothing to be found right now. There's only, as I said, I think 3 people online there. So really there's only one arena to deal with. So I'm going to try and create a match here. And I'll leave the bots in there because I think that's all I'm going to get. So here you see all the different types here. There's also training. I'm going to try elimination and see what it's like. I've never played it yet. I've only played the deathmatch and the oh, last team alive wins. Okay, well that makes sense. Yeah, I've only played the deathmatch and the goal scoring one. And this is also a new map for me as well. I haven't seen this one yet, so let's see what damage I can do here. It looks like someone's trying to join the game. Pigment 8. I think that's an 8. That might be a B. Alright, let's... Oh, I got that computer. Oh good, that was the end of the round. Reading comprehension. Go. Take that guy out. And now I gotta find the ball here. So a few minor this guy. A few minor quibbles or feedback, I should say. It's more likely. The controls are great. The controls work. They're good. The jump is not really useful. It is and it isn't. I mean, most of the time you're running up and down these ramps, which is good enough. But there is an actual jump key, but it seems to be very laggy or on a delay anyway. So it's not all that useful right now. You know, you hit it and it only takes effect after a couple seconds. So I don't know if that's intentional or if that's just, you know, the early state of the game. So far the lag has been pretty good. I occasionally you'll get a few spikes here and there, but nothing incredibly bad. The frame rate is holding at a steady 60 for me. I do every so often get a drop down to 30, but it's not a big deal. It hasn't affected anything yet. The controls are nice. They're nice and basic. You know, mouse to move around, WASD to move your character, mouse to look. Hold down left button to charge up your fire or charge up your, you know, your arm. Or you can just fire from the hip. As you can see, you can see that 100% there. I've charged up. And the arenas are okay. They can get a little bit... I mean, they're a little bit claustrophobic, but I guess that's by design, given that there's usually only have about 4 to 5 players in here. But there's nothing really... you know, they're all variations on the same theme. There's nothing really distinguishing about them, per se. So they could use a little bit of a boost there, maybe some other arenas. They do definitely provide a challenge anyway if you're going up against humans and bots. And what else? I think that about covers it. I'm just having a whole load of fun here. There is that boost there. You can see down the bottom that I hit a lot. That's, you just hold down shift for that. There is apparently a break key as well, E. But I have yet to use it. I just fly around at top speed as much as I possibly can, and miss everything. I think perhaps there is a sensitivity, a mouse sensitivity bar, and I have it set up pretty high like I usually do, but this might be one of those cases where I need to set it to a lower setting. Yeah, see, I can't hit the broadside of a barn here. Let's see. The only other thing I can say is that they might want to try something different with the ball mechanic. As you can see, you can pick them up and then they, basically shoot them all over the place. But there are cases, you may or may not have seen it in the previous deathmatch game that I played, where when you throw the ball, you can see it ricochets around and you can get a kill with it. But you can also re-pick it, pick it up again. So it our player friend here is having a little bit of an issue. So let's try another match here. Yeah, you can bounce the ball off the walls and then just re-pick it right back up again. And I think that might be something they want to tweak, because it does make it very easy to just kind of sit there and plan your shots to the point where you just bounce it off the wall really quickly, pick up your own rebound, hit somebody else with it, and so on and so forth. They may want to change it around to where maybe the balls respawn in the center of the ring or near the center of the ring. And that also prevents a lot of what I'm seeing in some of the deathmatch arenas where everybody's just rushing to one corner where all the balls have landed and they're all hitting each other and just chaos is ensuing. You turn your back for 1 second and the guy is already next to you and steals the ball and knocks you out before you can do anything with it. So that might be something they want to tweak. It's not a huge deal. I mean, it does make the game a little bit more interesting. The other thing is they might want to put some kind of block mechanic, like when you're holding the ball, as you saw just a few seconds ago. Maybe if I could say right-click if you're holding a ball to then deflect other balls coming in. That might be an interesting little thing there, and maybe there is something like that and I just don't know about it. But I think that would do wonders, I think, for additional strategies in the game. But yeah, so far I'm just loving it, man. This is a nice little escape from everything. This is the type of game that you can jump into it for 20-30 minutes just to kill some time and just have a little bit of fun, and then be on your way. Get some of the frustrations out from the day. So I don't think I'm going to finish this score attack thing here, because these are all bots, and I don't think you really want to watch me play bots. But anyway, if you like what you see, go hit up their website. They have a humble bundle widget out on their website to purchase the beta, and I believe you'll get the full game as well from it. There's also a soundtrack you can buy. There's a link in their menu to it. So cool. I'll leave, as always, I'll leave the links in the description. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time.